a 3060 and 5600X can play arc raiders at 4K. It's kind of crazy. I wasn't honestly planning on making this video, but I was just kind of messing around because I just got a new 4K monitor that I can use to do all of my testing with and switch between 1440p, 4K, and 1080p. And it also has dual mode, which is really cool, so I want to test that out. But I was just playing around with this and I put it on medium settings, and it turns out that you can literally play this game, at least in the firing range so far, at 60 FPS, which I think is kind of crazy. I know the 3060 is goated, especially the 12 gigabyte version, but the fact that you can play arc raiders at 4K is kind of crazy. So I'm just gonna do a quick video and we're just gonna see how this performs. So let's jump in. If you guys are new here, then consider subscribing as you watch this video. I'm really passionate about tech and gaming specifically, but then also PC building. I do have memberships. If you want to become a channel member, it'll help support that vision right there and just support my future growth. But if you want to support me for free, then subscribe, like this video, drop me a comment down below. Are you surprised that this can game at 4K? And what other games do you want me to test? What I've done here is I've loaded into the firing range and I actually dropped it down. So if you guys want to see it, if we go up to, if we do the high, here we'll put it on epic so you guys can actually see. DLSS, I'm just going to leave at auto because I think if you saw my last videos, you know that I swear by using DLSS auto on arc raiders. I think it just does a tremendous job. Even this right now, it's very slow and choppy. My frame time's at 30 milliseconds. So the fact that you can even get 30 to 40 FPS is kind of crazy on a 3060 with a 5600X. And you can see my CPU is, let's see, it's overall only at 35% usage because all of my load is pretty much on my GPU. But the 5600X, honestly, I think it's just punching above its weight class. Same thing with the 3060. You can see my 3060 is pretty much maxed out, but it's pretty much at 81 ADC, and it's pretty much stabilized there at, and only drawing 171 watts. But I think this is really cool though, because look at this. If we just go and take it down to the medium preset, and then what I always do is I turn shadows to low and foliage to low, and then you can actually bump texture back up to high. If you do that, it gets you pretty close to 60 FPS, and it drops your milliseconds down to 16 to 19, somewhere around there, which honestly, this could be playable if you're okay with that. But honestly, I think it's pretty crazy that you can have this kind of setup and be able to play at 4K if you wanted to. All right, but let's jump into a real map, and I just want to see the performance. So what we've done is we've loaded into Dam during a matriarch event, so there should be plenty of explosions and a lot of people going crazy. Let's see if we can actually get to the matriarch. I don't know where it actually spawns over here. I think it spawns somewhere by control tower. I'm not actually sure where it spawns on this map. Come to think of it, I don't think I've done the matriarch on Dam yet. But Dam is a pretty big map. It's got a lot going on. I think it's a good test case. Again, keep in mind, if you guys want to see the settings here, check this out. 3840 by 2160, and this is native 4K. So this is a 4K monitor. I have it set to 4K. The monitor is 4K 144. I think you can overclock it to 160 hertz too, which is pretty crazy. No frame gen. NVIDIA low latency, maybe I'll turn that on given that we probably are a little GPU bound here. Frame rate limit, I'm actually going to turn that off, but we're not going to get anywhere near 100, but let's just leave that alone. DLSS set to auto, transformer model 2, not CNN. I feel like if you're going to use auto, definitely use transformer and then try to be on DLSS 4.5. If you're curious about that, then I have a video on that on my channel. RTX global illumination, leave this at static if you're on a 3060. It's just going to save you so much FPS in the long run. It's going to cripple your 3060. Medium preset with some changes, shadows to low, post-processing. I have everything else on medium except for texture. I put back up to high, foliage on low. So let's check it out. Let's see how it is. Again, I wasn't even planning on making this video, but when I was playing around with this, oh, there's a guy right there. So let me know down below, guys. Are you surprised that the 3060 and 5600 can run at 4K? Especially on a game on Arc Raiders. Remember, this is running on UE5 as well. It's honestly crazy. Now I'm curious. I haven't even tested my 4090 on 4K. I might have to come pull my gaming PC in here and actually test that now. Really curious to see what it can do. So we're gonna load in again, hopefully not die right away when I'm trying to talk to the camera. But I guess we'll see. And keep in mind too, I'm actually using Streamlabs to record my gameplay too. And I have a second monitor that's allowing me to keep track of my OBS software. And this is all being done on the same PC, so keep that in mind as well. That's even more impressive. So this is definitely a more intense environment with all the effects going on. If you're somebody that's coming from a console too, honestly, you're probably experiencing 30 FPS, 30 to maybe 60, depending on the game, but it's always going to be upscaled generally, especially 4K. This is going to be a very similar experience to you, if not better performance. This could be a great starter PC if you're coming from console, for sure. Sell your console and then you could probably make up the cost, only spend a couple $100 and have yourself a full gaming PC set up. There's a guy right there. I want to try to fight somebody for you guys, show you that I'm not trash at this game. My last testing, I was doing terrible. There's a sentry looking at me, or sentinel. And I moved over the overlay, so hopefully you guys can see that well. Oh, let me reset the benchmark actually. So you can see my 1% lows are going to be that far right FPS. So right now it's currently at 28, so that's my 1% low. Definitely though, for me personally, I'm so used to playing at 6 milliseconds that this feels super slow for me. There's definitely people here. So then it puts me in a chill lobby after that. I always feel bad killing people if it's a chill lobby, man. I can't be that person. That sucks though, because I wanted to actually get into a fight. Alright, so we'll just fight some Arc instead. See if I can actually effectively dodge Rocketeer. So, as far as average FPS, it hasn't really changed much. Yo, the Rocketeer by far though, scariest Arc. You get aggroed by this thing in the open, you're so dead. As far as like tracking, so playing on a high frame time, if you guys don't know, and if you don't know the frame time, then I'll enlarge it here for you. Frame time is going to be this number right here that says milliseconds, 17, 18, 19 milliseconds. That's the frame time, and for Arc Raiders to feel like butter smooth, you want to be between like 6, 8, at least under 10 milliseconds, and that's going to feel super smooth. Now, if you're looking for more like esports title, then that's definitely going to be, you want to be probably 4 milliseconds or something like that. So that's going to be pretty crazy to hit though. You're going to be really having to play on 1080p for that to happen. Good old leaper. I'm stuck. Cool. I got stuck on the truck. So it did dip right here a little bit. I want to try to get right under the sleeper to see how much it drops. So we're down into the 40s, 50. Overall though, I think this is performing well above expectation. I gotta actually turn on my... I don't think I've set up my audio controls for this. Look at the guys in this game. That's honestly incredible. People that play this game. All right. Well, you see that? You just get res randomly by people and they're super cool. So that lightning dropped it down a little bit. Dude, this Rocketeer is still alive. This is kind of crazy. I've never seen a Rocketeer. Do you see this? What the heck? Honestly, crazy. What do we do? So that was crazy. Let's see how looting is. Sometimes looting gets really slowed down. This is kind of hard. You guys don't realize it, but if your frame time is really high and you have that latency, it's actually going to be harder for you to click on things in your menu and click and move them quickly into your inventory. It really does impact your gameplay, and it's something that you should definitely focus on. It's the #1 metric that you should track and make sure that you have under control if you want a smooth gameplay experience that improves your gameplay overall. It's going to make you more accurate, you're going to feel more responsive, and you're going to have less stutters if you dial that in. I do have a video on that as well if you guys haven't seen that. Alright, so I'm just going to conclude the testing here. Okay guys, I just wanted to make that one short and sweet. Honestly, I think that was really cool. I'm super impressed that the 3060 and 5600X can actually play 4K, medium settings, or 40 to 60 FPS, but you can still do it. And it's honestly crazy that you can still have these older generation cards. I mean, 2 generations old now, and even Ryzen processor 2 generations old, and you can still have a good experience and play a new game that's honestly amazing. Graphics are insane, fidelity, all of that, and have a good experience. But I'm gonna leave this one off. What did you guys think? Were you guys actually surprised too? Honestly, I had to make a video on it as soon as I saw it. And then if you guys are new here again, please subscribe if you enjoyed this. I love making content like this. And if you guys don't know, then I'm creating basically a video catalog of every single build I do. I'm gonna do extensive testing and do different games, what kind of upgrade path you have, how to save money, how to find this, why you should build versus use pre-built, something like that. So if you guys are interested in that and see the vision, then again, please hit that subscribe button. If you enjoyed the video, then hit the like button for me. That really does help me out, and it's free for you to support me. Again, drop me your thoughts down below. I reply to every comment. And then please consider channel memberships. If you don't feel like doing it now, it's always there. It's just gonna help continue to support the channel and allow me to do more things like this and just keep advancing. And if you don't know me, then I'm Nicky T, and happy to meet you guys. See you guys on the next one. Peace.